Amal Clooney looks like a vision in gray as she steps out in NYC without her handsome hubby George. She never misses a chance to display her impeccably polished style. And Amal Clooney appeared the epitome of elegance as she stepped out in New York City on Thursday night. The human rights lawyer and wife of George Clooney looked ever graceful in a teal-length gray frock and matching coat. The classy lawyer's dress featured a sassy touch with lace-up sides. She accessorized simply, adding gold earrings and basic pointed black stilettos. Amal also carried a smart black handbag with a chain strap under one arm. Her chocolate locks were styled in bouncy curls and swept to the side over one shoulder. Playing up her naturally good looks, Amal groomed her eyebrows, lined her eyelids in kohl subtly and added a glossy pink pout. The philanthropically inclined figure was not spotted out with hubby George. Amal recently gave George an ultimatum when it came to his motorcycle collection, banning the actor from riding following an accident which put him in the hospital while in Italy back in July. Clooney was thrown 20 feet in the air after colliding with a Mercedes-Benz, while going upwards of 65 miles per hour on a scooter in July. The Ocean's 11 actor made the most of it, donating one of his prized Harley-Davidsons to Homes for Troops charity, which his close friend, CNN anchor Jake Tapper, helped set up. Amal recently gave George an ultimatum when it came to his motorcycle collection, banning the actor from riding following an accident which put him in the hospital while in Italy back in July. Clooney was thrown 20 feet in the air after colliding with a Mercedes-Benz, while going upwards of 65 miles per hour on a scooter in July. The Ocean's 11 actor made the most of it, donating one of his prized Harley-Davidsons to Homes for Troops charity, which his close friend, CNN anchor Jake Tapper, helped set up. Indeed, for just about the first time since he married wife Amal 4 years ago, there are now rumors that the relationship is in trouble. Serious trouble. Major trouble, says an anonymous source. They've been living apart and sleeping in separate bedrooms for months, and it's putting a lot of stress on the marriage, claims this insider, who the magazine swears really does exist and really does know stuff about the famous twosome. The stars welcomed twins into the world in June of 2017 and not much has been written about their romance since. This could mean that they are just off being content and in love and there hasn't been any drama to report on. Or it could mean the marriage really is faltering and the couple can't even put a fake smile on in public together. This same article says that Clooney looked tired at his October 26 Casamigos Halloween party in Beverly Hills, which isn't necessarily a sign that he's on the verge of a divorce. However, going strictly by these in touch quotes, it does sound like the 57-year-old star's union could be to blame. They've been having problems, this same insider claims. George is stressed, and he isn't sleeping. George and Amal exchanged vows married on September 27, 2014, at the Amman Canal Grand Hotel in Venice, Italy. For years and years, of course, Clooney was considered unattainable by most of the free world. He has been married previously and spoke in bitter tones about the experience and clearly had a grand time playing the female field as a leading man in Hollywood. But the heart wants what the heart wants and you can't fight true love. Clooney realized why both of these sayings hold true upon meeting Amal. Unfortunately, it now appears as if the significant step the couple had after getting married, becoming parents of twins Ella and Alexander, is creating a troublesome obstacle between the parents. The magazine says that George wants to move back to Los Angeles full-time with his wife and 17-month-old kids, but Amal thinks they should reside in London. This sort of situation would be difficult to navigate for any first-time mother and father, but George and Amal are doing this for the first time with 2 babies. That's twice as many babies as the average parents must deal with. When George and Amal found out it was twins they were surprised, but also a little scared because they both had said that one was enough, a different source had previously told In Touch. This doesn't mean they don't love both of their children, of course. It mostly just means Clooney may have a reason for fatigue aside from marital trouble. He's 57 years old and has 2 toddlers at home. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry have a big decision to make when choosing who will be the godparents to their baby come spring. But, who will it be? Here's what we know. While spring may seem far off, Meghan Markle, 37, and Prince Harry's little bundle of joy will be here before we know it. And, while choose who the godparents to a child will be is already a hard decision, Imagine being a royal. All eyes are on Meghan and Harry to see who they will choose. Meghan and Harry are happy and excited about the process of picking out their baby's godparents, and obviously there are lots of options. A source close to the royals tells Hollywood Life.com exclusively. The good news is they aren't limited to just choosing 2 people either, the insider reveals, noting that Prince George actually has 7 godparents. It's not royal custom to name family members, so it's unlikely that they will choose Kate or William, the source says, adding that it leaves room to think about asking friends. And, when we say friends, we mean they're famous friends. They may very well choose Hollywood royalty because they have become very close to George and Amal Clooney, the source reveals. Meghan raves about Amal and George all the time. She has a huge amount of respect for them and for the way they are raising their twins. We also hear Meghan's friends are all buzzing that she might name the actor and lawyer as their first child's godparents. And, friends are expecting her to pick her best friend, Jessica Mulroney, as well. The insider adds. They have an incredibly close bond and Meghan will surely want to honor that. Let us note that Kensington Palace has not announced any news about who the godparents will be. Meghan hasn't said anything about who she will choose yet though. She's very private when it comes to that kind of thing and it's not something she'll want getting out there before they've made their final choice, the source says. Meghan and Harry are expecting their first child together in the spring of 2019. Kensington Palace confirmed Monday, October 15. Their Royal Highnesses the Duke and Duchess of Sussex are very pleased to announce that the Duchess of Sussex is expecting a baby in the spring of 2019, the palace said in a statement. Their Royal Highnesses have appreciated all of the support they have received from people around the world since their wedding in May and are delighted to be able to share this happy news with the public.